Okay everyone, welcome back to CBD Yoga and Fitness. My name is Mike and thank you all so much for joining me today. This video is specifically designed for snowboarders and skiers, so we're going to be targeting the hips, the legs, the core. It's going to be a nice and juicy sequence. And this is also going to be a great video to do before you go hit the slopes, as well as after you hit the slopes and are just looking for a nice post stretch. So when you're ready, roll out your mat, grab some water, and let's get started. Okay everyone, so let's begin in a nice seated position, one leg in front of the other. And from here, let's inhale, lift the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, plant our right hand down into the mat in line with our hip. And reach over with the left arm, really breathing into the left side body, feeling this awesome stretch. Option to come onto your right elbow here as well. Just make sure to keep both sit bones in the mat at all times. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift both hands up towards the sky. Take it over to the other side, planting our left hand in the mat, reaching over with our right arm. Really stretching the right side body. Again, option to come onto the left elbow. Exhale, come back to center. From here, let's inhale, lift both hands up once again. This time, exhale, twisting to our right. Our right hand, right arm comes behind us, acting as a second spine. Left hand comes to the right thigh, avoiding the right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift both hands up towards the sky. Exhale, twisting over to the other side. Left hand, left arm behind you, acting as a second spine. Right hand resting on the left thigh. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Exhale, come back to center. Great job, everyone. So from here, let's make our way into all fours, stacking the hands underneath the shoulders. Make sure to keep your fingers spread wide and really push your hands into the mat and almost pretend like you're opening up a pickle jar. So you should really feel this engagement in the upper arms and the tricep area. And then knees can be stacked underneath the hips. Shoelaces pushing into the mat here as well. Once you find your foundation, we'll inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round. Do a few more, moving at your own pace, moving with your breath. Let's do one more. So from here, let's come back to all fours. And from here, we'll do some leg extensions, waking up the core here. So let's inhale, extend our right leg long. Again, continue to push your hands into the mat. Try and keep your hips in one line here. And we'll take an inhale here. And then exhale, draw the knee into the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Let's do 2 more. Come back to all fours and we'll take it over to the other side. Extending our left leg long. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Do 3 more. Come back to all fours. And then from here, let's shift our hips up, coming into a downward facing dog. Again, keep your fingers wide, push the hands into the mats. You pedal out your legs here, waking up the backs of the legs. And then from here, let's inhale, lift our right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring right knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale. This time step the right foot up between the hands. Lower the left knee down. Shoelaces down. Stacking right knee over right ankle. Inhale, rise up into a nice low lunge. Keep the core slightly engaged here. Again, try and keep the hips in one line. Great stretch for the psoas muscle. Come back to your breath. And then from here, imagine your hands are covered in paint. On your next exhale, paint an imaginary wall. Bring your hands to the mat and bring your hands down your mat. Shifting the hips back, keeping the right foot flexed towards you. Coming into a runner's stretch. If you have a block here, you can rest your right hand on the block. Really breathing into the back of the right leg. Next exhale, shift forward, and then from here, plant your left hand into the mat and lift the left leg up off the mat. And imagine you're pulling a bow and arrow back with the right arm, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. We'll stay here for a couple breaths. Exhale, bring the right hand back down to the mat, lower the left knee back down, and then from here, slowly come on to the area just above the left knee, and then bend the left knee here, and if it's in your practice, reach back with your right hand, grabbing the left foot. This is an awesome quad stretch. If you can't grab your right foot, you can just practice the motion. And an option just to stay on your left hand, or you can come onto your left fingertips. Now on your next exhale, avoid the slingshot effect, slowly release. Left leg down, and we'll come back to a downward facing dog. Great job, everyone. From here, let's inhale, lift our left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, this time step the left foot forward between the hands, lower the right knee down, shoelaces down, Left knee over left ankle. Inhale, come up into a nice low lunge. Core slightly engaged, hips in one line. Come back to your breath. And again, imagine your hands are covered in paint. On your next exhale, paint the imaginary wall with your hands. Bring your hands to the mat, slide your hands down the mat, shifting the hips back, keeping the left foot flexed towards us. Again, option to rest your left hand on the block here. Really breathing into the back of the left leg. Exhale, shift forward. And from here, let's plant our right hand in the mat, lift the right leg up off the ground, and imagine pulling a bow and arrow back with the left arm. Staying here for a couple breaths. Exhale, plant the left hand down, lower the right knee down, shift forward just a little bit, coming onto the area above the right knee, and then bend your right knee, reaching back with the left hand, grabbing hold of the right foot, coming into that awesome quad stretch. And again, on your next exhale, avoid the slingshot effect. Slowly release the right leg down, and then come back to downward facing dog. And then from here, let's inhale, lift our right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step the right foot up between the hands. Pivot the left foot 90 degrees. Air guitar the left arm up. Coming into warrior two. Right knee over right ankle, right heel in line with the left arch, arms coming to a T. Keep the core slightly engaged, breathe. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, come into a peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step the left foot up between the hands. Pivot the right foot 90 degrees. Air guitar the right arm up. Finding your foundation, left knee over left ankle. Left heel in line with the right arch, arms to a T. Come back to your breath. Maybe you close your eyes here and visualize yourself going down the mountain. And on your next inhale, come into a peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step it back to downward facing dog. Great job, everyone. And then from here, let's heel to toe, walk our feet up to the backs of our hands, coming into a nice forward fold, resting the belly on the thighs. Option to grab opposite elbows and rock back and forth here. And then when you're ready on your next inhale, slowly roll all the way up to the top. Go slower than you want to go here. Stacking the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. The chin is the last to lift. Coming into a mountain pose, hands resting by your sides. Notice how you feel now. Awesome job, you guys. So from here, we're going to be coming into a chair pose, waking up the legs. So let's place our feet together. And from here, let's bend our knees to the point to where we can only see our big toes in between our knees. And then from here, let's inhale, bring our hands up towards the sky. Keep the core engaged. Imagine you're holding a big snowball here. Just come back to your breath. On your next exhale, let's bring our hands together at our heart and we'll twist to the left, placing the right elbow on the left thigh. Make sure to keep your knees in one line here when you do this, so one knee's not coming forward. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Exhale, come back to center. And exhale, hands together at your heart once again, going over to the other side. My legs are burning, knees in one line here. And then inhale back to chair. Exhale, rise up, back into a mountain pose. Great job, you guys. Give the legs a nice little shake here. And then from here, we're going to be coming into a Frankenstein elevator pose. So you can keep your feet together, or they can be about hip-width distance apart. And let's bring our hands together out in front of us, just like Frankenstein. And from here, let's come up onto our tiptoes. And now imagine Frankenstein is on the top floor of the hotel. And he's getting on the elevator, and he's slowly making his way down. Oh, and the elevator stops halfway. You gotta wait here, let somebody get on, and slowly lower down, all the way coming into the lobby. And once you get to the lobby, wrap your arms around your knees, give yourself a big hug. Expressing gratitude for yourself, for your body. And then from here, let's make our way onto our backs. And once we get to our backs, let's keep the soles of the feet in the mat. And we'll come into a reclined pigeon pose. So stepping our right foot on top of our left thigh, just above our left knee here. And then let's pick our left leg off the ground, keeping both feet flexed at all times, protecting the knees. And then you can wrap your arms around the left leg, clasping the hands together, really breathing into the right hip here. Exhale, bring it down, take it over to the other side, stepping our left foot over our right knee, lifting the right leg up off the ground, keeping both feet flexed, clasping the hands together around the right leg, really breathing into the left hip. exhale, slowly release. And then from here, we'll make our way into a plow pose or a shoulder stand is in your practice. You can also make your way into a shoulder stand. So let's just bring our hips closer towards the top of our mat. And then we can come into a plow pose by hurling the feet overhead, placing the hands on the low back, elbows pushing into the mat. So option to stay here, or shoulder stands in your practice, bring your feet up towards the sky. If you are in shoulder stand, make sure to keep your gaze up at all times. You don't want to move your neck. You want to protect your neck. If you are in shoulder stand, let's come into a plow pose. And then in plow pose, slowly lower the spine back to the mat. Great job, everyone. Whew. And then from here, keeping our feet, our soles rooted in the mat, we'll inhale, lift the hips up, coming into a bridge pose, shimmying the shoulders underneath you, clasping your hands together. If you have a block, you can place it between your knees, or if you don't have a block, you can just imagine a block in between your knees. And then on your next inhale, let's bring our hands up towards the sky. Come up onto our tippy toes, and then exhale, slowly lower the spine to the mat. And then from here, we'll come into a constructive rest, bringing our feet as wide as the mat, letting our knees knock in towards each other. One hand resting on your heart, the other on your belly. Again, maybe close your eyes here. And then from here, we'll come into our final pose, coming into a Reclined Butterfly. So placing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open up wide, letting the hips open up naturally. You can keep one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, or you can rest your hands down by your sides. Come back to your breath. So option is stay here, or if you're ready, we can rock up, coming into a seated position of your choice. And then from here, let's take our hands together at our hearts. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you are going skiing or snowboarding, be sure to let me know in the comments below where you're going. I would love to know and connect with you all. And with that being said, let's bring our hands together at our third eye. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste.